Hi. If you're watching this, you're most likely one of my family members, friends, or colleagues through music or cooking. And I'm here today to ask for support of my new cooking show, Eat Love Garden, which is now airing on eatthis.tv.
Welcome, I'm Chef Cassidy Kay, and this is Eat Love Garden.
So I filmed a pilot episode for this network, which is partnered with Roku, and it has access to 70 million viewers. And basically over the next few weeks, they're gonna collect analytics on my TV show and see if they want to approve me for a full season. I've been teaching cooking classes for 6 years now. I've been a private chef for 7 years. I would love to reach more people. I would love to reach beyond my in-person cooking classes, which usually only host about 12, sometimes up to 30 people. It would give me chances to expand my client base. It would give me chances to have a cookbook deal. And basically it would just pave the way for me to open up new opportunities in the chef industry.
I'm a chef in Southern California, and I'm a cooking instructor at Lazy Acres Natural Market. I specialize in farm-to-table California cuisine, and today we're going to be making some Filipino dishes.
What this show would mean for me is, one, fulfilling a lifelong dream of having my own cooking show. So ever since I was a kid, I've always been into cooking shows. I've always loved being in the kitchen. I especially loved watching Food Network with my dad when I was a kid. And it's always been my dream to have my own show. So when my parents would leave me at home alone, when I was old enough, they were taking my brother to their soccer games or whatever, I would prepare food in my kitchen and pretend that I was speaking to a live audience, effectively pretending that I have my own show.
I'm going to save these oyster mushrooms till a little bit later too, since these vegetables are a lot firmer than the rest of that. You want everything to kind of be timed well.
Also in the show, I plan to share some of my original music. So in this episode, I sang an acoustic version of Cocoon on the show, which is one of my first ever songs. And if I get the season, I plan to have some of my instrumentalists come over here, do some live performances on the show as well.
The world of unexpecting eyes, can't you feel it too?
Another aspect of me landing this show is it would free up a lot of time and energy on my end. So I've been running my own business as a private chef for 7 years, freelancing, and as you can imagine, lots of time goes into cooking and preparing food for other people. But on the business side of things, lots of my time goes into marketing, making proposals, basically making deals with clients and finding new clients and maintaining client relationships. So having this show would take a lot of that weight off of me, just in terms of my financial security and just job stability in general. And this would free up a lot of time for me to pursue my passions. So one project I'm really excited about right now is I'm working on a curated event series with my friend Nicole, who specializes in flowers and tablescapes. And that's called A Day in the Garden. And a lot of that work involves setting up food styling shoots and just like pursuing the creative aspect of that. So I would love to have more time to really dive into that.
But today I'm going to be using cabbage, and I also found these nice runner beans, so we're going to.
Another dream project of mine is making an inspirational coffee table book of food photography. So this would be very similar to a cookbook, except it wouldn't have detailed recipes. Because for me as a chef, I kind of use cookbooks more of just as like inspiration. I love looking through the photos. More experienced cooks don't necessarily need detailed recipes for things if you're not talking about baking. And it's really just a matter of getting inspiration through ingredients. So that's something I would really like to pursue in the coming years.
It is ideal to kind of stir fry the noodles a little bit just to finish it off.
Another aspect of this is I would love to have more free time to work on my own music. So I'm a singer-songwriter, and I started producing music a couple of years ago, which can be very time consuming. So I would love to have more time to myself to write music, to perfect my production skills and work on some albums. I'm actually working on an album right now called Rare Flower, and I would love to spend more time on that.
long for my cocoon in the room.
I would love to have more free time to visit my family in Florida and Ohio. So as some of you may know, I'm a transplant. I grew up in Florida and I moved to California about 6 years ago. So all of my family, except for my uncle, still lives in Florida and in Ohio. And being across the country, sometimes I only see them once or twice a year. My family in Ohio, I see them less than once a year. So I would love to have more free time to travel and visit my friends and family in other places.
And this is a dish I made for my uncle's wedding when he got married a couple of years ago, and it's something we have at Thanksgiving and Christmas as well.
Finally, I would love to expand my reach as a cooking teacher, not only as a chef. So I do currently teach at Lazy Acres Natural Market a couple times a month, but I would love to use this free time and this opportunity to get into more places like Soho House, teach more team building corporate cooking classes like I've done in the past, and I would love to spend more time teaching at places where I volunteer or do for low pay, and some of those places are Mosaic Gardens at Westlake, which is a low-income housing facility, and Adrian's Place in Santa Monica, which is a facility for young adults with special needs, and there I teach advanced cooking skills.
So this is going to act as an abrasive to break it up even further and get more of the oils out of the ginger, get more of that flavor into our dish.
So the way you can support me and my new show is by streaming it on YouTube. Like I said, over the next week or so, they're collecting analytics to see how well my episode performs. So these are some of the factors that are going to help those analytics. The most important factor is duration of watch time. So I would really appreciate it if you're able to watch the complete episode. Even if you have time to watch it multiple times, that would be really great. If you're able to share the episode with 5 or so friends and family members and ask them to watch it. And then it would also be really helpful if you can like the episode on YouTube and then comment, maybe bring up something that was interesting to you, read through the comments and reply to other people and try to start a conversation. And then also, if you could please share the video on your social networks, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Even if you want to email it to people, it would just be really helpful to reach as many people as we can.
Thank you so much for joining me today on Eat, Love, Garden. I'm your host, Chef Cassidy K. You can find out more about me on chefcassidyk.com or on Instagram at chefcassidyk.
If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. If this video has reached you, like I said, we probably have some sort of connection, and I just want to say thank you for supporting me as a chef, as a musician, and just a person in this world who is trying to follow their dreams. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoy the show.
My cocoon, count the ways we started. Count the ways, oh, count the ways we started.